This is shoulder external rotation with PAILS rails contractions. So we're going to have two different objects to get set up, and we're going to be laying on our stomach here. The two objects, we're going to put ourselves in a position where we are at our end range. It might be a little bit more challenging and you may be able to lift off, but we're going to do our best to find our end range. So I'm going to come onto my stomach here, and I've got two blocks, and then I'm going to place one elbow, and you can use pillows here as well. I'm going to place one elbow on the bottom block, and then the fist is going to go on the block up above. With the opposite hand, I'm going to make a fist with my hand and rest my forehead down onto the ground here. Okay. With this position, we are going to be doing PAILS contractions, which is we're going to be rotating from the shoulder joint as if our elbow stays stationary, and then we're rotating that hand down like so, okay, without hiking the shoulder forward. So it's just rotating at the shoulder joint. And then for our rails contraction, we're going to be lifting up, okay, so trying to get this hand to lift up. I do want you to be at your end range as best you can, okay? So for me, I'm going to start here. Maybe this is a good position, but if I can still lift up when I'm in my position, then without compensating, then maybe I need to come up higher. So maybe that means you take the hand up to here, and I can still lift off a little bit. So that's where then if you are in a studio and you have lots of options or lots of tools, you can stack up more blocks, okay? So you would stack them up 2 or 3 high, so that you can't actually move your arm. For today, there might be a little bit more lift and range of motion for me, okay? And you also might be working down on the ground, so maybe your arm is all the way down onto the ground and you've got blocks underneath your fist here, okay? So you're gonna come down, forehead rests on the fist, elbow on the block, hand on the top block. You're gonna take a deep breath in, deep breath out. You have the option to hold this position for a passive stretch. Otherwise, we'll move right into PAILS rails. Start to squeeze your legs, squeeze your glutes, irradiate tension throughout the whole body. And then we're going to drive that fist into the block. Okay, the elbow is pressing down as well, but we're getting more pressure from the fist. 20%, 30%, hitting every number in between. 40, watch that the shoulder doesn't move. It's a rotation of the humerus in the glenohumeral joint. 50%, 60, 70, 80, and hold at your greatest, safest effort for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, keep squeezing, 3, maintaining that intensity, and 1, and rails contraction, try to lift up, okay? Rotating that fist off as best you can the block. It probably won't move. Mine's actually not moving. Holding for 8, 7, 6, but I'm working hard to lift that hand up. 4, 3, 2, and slowly rest. Relax through the shoulder. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then you would move into a second round with a rest in between, taking a few deep breaths, and then a third round, and so on. So that is your shoulder external rotation in a prone position with PAILS rails contractions.